Oh, wow. Good morning, Facebook. Oh man, I meant to have my candle lit, and my candle's not lit. You know what happened? I was having technical difficulties this morning. This candle smells good. Vanilla. I was having technical difficulties, and I had to shut my phone off. Good morning, Bina. Girl, I saw you relaxing with your was it lemon water or tea? I think you said tea. I saw you relaxing with your tea. You were looking so comfortable. So comfortable. I was having technical difficulties trying to get logged on. I had to shut my phone off, go out of Facebook, reset. Trying to be on time. I'm tired. Uh-oh. We're gonna hang out for a second. And did you do your hike today? Your 5 mile walk, hike, run? Not sure. It's overcast. I'm such a sunshine person. When it's overcast out here in Maryland, oh my God, I can't sleep properly. Wake up, my throat's all sore. Ugh. Oh, it's still early there. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. We do have a time difference. So, yeah. I had to get up and put the humidifier on. I had to get my tea ready, cough a couple of times just to clear out the throat. I think I need to start doing that too every morning. Just get up, just start coughing, just cough, just clear everything out. Ugh. You know, I was thinking about today, not quite what Sorry Saturday is about. Sorry, not Saturday. But you know what I was thinking about? Do you have kids, Bina? Do you have children? I don't know. Nieces, nephew, children, it doesn't matter. You got little people in your life, other people in your life. Maybe it doesn't even matter, just other people. But how words really matter, right? So I find myself sometimes, I think it's so funny because I'm a literal person, and well, you know, kids or no kids, it doesn't matter. Words still matter. It still applies, right? So sometimes I tell my son, don't let me catch you on that video game. But see, niece and nephew, right? Don't let me catch you on that video game. So the question is he gonna get in trouble if I catch him? Or is he gonna get in trouble for being on the game? Those are two different things. If you can be on the game without getting caught, you don't get in trouble. That's what that says. But if you get caught on the game, that's a whole different issue, right? But what are we teaching our children? By just that little bitty kind of mixed up message, don't let me catch you. We're teaching them to hide stuff. We're teaching people to hide stuff from us. Do it, just don't get caught. It ain't a crime if you ain't caught, right? I mean, I know that's not true. But I'm saying that's the message we send. Just don't get caught. Do whatever you want to do. Just don't get caught. And how many times have you actually said that to somebody? Just don't get caught. Yeah, that's not the right message. Because mine gonna be in trouble whether they get caught or not. So I find myself like overthinking my directions to the kids or to people. Mostly to the kids. Because I'll say something like, don't let me catch you. And then I'm like, you know what? Even if I don't catch you, you shouldn't be doing it. I'm there all the time. Mommy got eyes everywhere. But one of my nieces called me out on it one time. She's like, Auntie, you ain't all that tough. I'm like, shh, don't tell nobody. Nobody knows. I'm tough. Dang it, I'm tough. I like to think I'm tough. Bina, are you from California? Originally from California? Your last name, well, your first name really, and your last name too, make me think no. Good morning, Darlene. Good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Y'all know I used to sing that to my son every day. Every day. Mommy, can you sing the good morning song? No, boy, just wake up. Just get up. Mommy, can you help me stretch? No, stretch on your own. Oh, hey, T. Hi, T. I don't know. You know I'm not saying it right. close to right, but not right. Just give me that. Just give me that little bit. Very nice. I don't know Haiti. I mean, I know Haiti, and I've known some people from Haiti, but I don't know lots and lots and lots about Haiti. Beautiful people from Haiti, that's all I know. Well, the people I know. Let me just be clear about that. The people I know. I love me some foreigners. I'm sorry, I really do mean that, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I really do, 100% with my soul mean that. Anyway, did you guys have a good night? Darlene, do you have your coffee? It's a little late for coffee, Darlene. Y'all know when I make that face, that's my mama being needy. Excuse me, lady, you didn't say good morning to me. This is my show. You're supposed to walk up in here like, good morning, professor. That's what you're supposed to do. How you gonna be the type? She really thinks she's somebody. How's she gonna walk in the room talking about y'all didn't speak to me? Oh, the glorious mama has arrived. I'm glorious on my feed, lady. You come in here and you talk to me. Oh, passive aggressive self. You didn't say good morning to your mama. I didn't know you was there. You didn't say hi. Lord. Y'all know I'm crazy. Y'all know I don't have to keep clarifying that for you. You know what to expect. This is what you should expect. You know what I want to talk about today? I woke up this morning. You know, they were not social distancing in my dang dreams, and it made me wake up, and I'm sleepy. Trying to wake up early in the morning on a Saturday. Folks in real life ain't getting it right. Folks in my dreams not getting it right. Stressing me out. Social distance, people. Social distance. We trying to open the world back up. You got to stay away from people in order to be able to come back to people. Can you please do that for me? Please. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Diane. Look, new rule. I don't know who you are, but don't be on my page acting a fool because I'm gonna block you. How about we just understand that? Let me start with some rules. That's what I wanted to do this morning. I wanted to start with some rules. I need y'all to understand my rules, okay? This is my page. This is my live feed. You know I'm going to act a fool, and I am not serious about anything. Steve, look, dude, don't tell me what street I'm on. I'm not looking at stop signs today. This is Saturday. We don't look at stop signs on... Sorry, let me start over. I need to do over. We don't look at street signs on Saturday. Man, we go wherever we want to go on a Saturday. Shoot. Look, my son is in another room trying to sleep. That poor baby didn't go to bed till 3 o'clock in the morning. He's like, Mama, I'm trying to sleep. You loud. I know that. And you know that. You know that about your mama. Thank you, Sully, for having your tardy slip. See, Sully knows. Show up with the tardy slip. Okay, Sully, as long as you stayed safe while you were dropping off your car, we will excuse you for being tardy, okay? So this is my rule about my page. I'm going to be a fool, and you will need to understand that about me. We will talk about serious things in a foolish way sometimes, but they are still very serious things. But if you come on my page, if you come on my feed, disrespecting anybody, oh, thank you, Sully. I can't see y'all. Look, for real, I need my other glasses. I need to be able to read these comments. All right, there we go. That's better. If you come on my page, disrespecting anybody on my page, anybody off of my page, anybody listening to my feed, or anybody out there in the world, I will block you. You understand? You're going to get sent to your room. Now I'm going to give you one time. You can join in the conversation. That's what you're supposed to do. You are supposed to be a part of this conversation. Grandmama didn't have us sitting at the table and Grandmama did all the talking and we said nothing. That's not what Grandmama did. No, the table, you're supposed to come to my table and join in the conversation. But if you join in the conversation being disrespectful, oh, no, this is Grandmama's table. You do not disrespect anybody at my grandmama's table. Do you understand that? Don't come on my page with my daddy was a king and I need some money. Don't do that, okay? This is a live feed. It's available for everybody, but y'all folks out there in the world better have some respect, or we're going to have to cut you up in this space. I don't cut people. I'm not violent for real, but I will kick you off my page. Anyway, so what I want to talk about today, please join in the conversation. When you show up late, you need to present your tardy slip, and you will be excused because life, life happens, but you need to show up, say hi, and present your tardy slip. The other thing is, one of the reasons why I'm paying very close attention to these comments, which may be very different from what you're used to in other people's feeds, and I'm not judging anybody. This is no judgment zone. Oh, well, I mean, I'm going to judge you a little bit, but we're going to be all right with that. That's family, right? That's family. We judge, but we still love you. But one of the reasons why I greet everybody is because Grandmama didn't just say, come in, sit at the table, and talk to yourself. No, she said, hello, how was your day? Come on in. Oh, Darlene, I hope you feel better, my dear. I hope you feel better. I'm really exaggerated today, Darlene. So I love you for being here. But if you need to have some rest, honey, don't stay in class today. Don't stay here with us today. Don't stay at the table. Take your tea to your room and relax and lay down. And you come back to tea when you're feeling better. Okay? So we want you to be all right. So that's why I stop and greet everybody. So bear with me. Come along for this ride. Greet the other people who are. Hey, Miles. I'm gonna be playing what's that? What's the game? Remind me. Steve Harvey's Family Feud. I was thinking about Miles when I was designing this little Family Feud game. I'm sorry, son. This is just how it is in the morning on tea time. Go back to sleep. You work it out. Anyway. So and we kill people up in this piece. Anyway. So the thing about it is you have to greet the people at the table because you don't just come into this tea time and just sit there by yourself. You engage, right? So this is a space for everybody. No judgment except for a little bit judgment. It's okay, a little bit. So we're going to talk today about sorry. Not sorry people, but the word sorry. How many times do you find yourself apologizing for stuff you're not really sorry about? And it's exactly. Now we're not giving WhatsApp information. I don't know who that man is. He's going to have to get up off my feed. That's what he's going to need to understand. Thank you, Mother, for greeting everybody. Showing special love to folks. No, Mama, we love everybody in here, but we do love Darlene a little extra. I mean, not Darlene. I mean, we do love you too, Darlene, but I meant to say Diane. Both these. Anyway. How many times do you find yourself apologizing when you, one, don't really mean sorry? Good morning, Angela. Come on to the table. Get your tea. Get your drink. The other day, my boss was talking and I interrupted him. I interrupt him because he goes on and on and on. I want to hear all of that. Remember a long time ago, we were talking about all the roads, stay on the road. I know that I tell people you can veer off the road, but I need you to stay on the road because my ADD sets in. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, right? Anyway. And I know already, all the stuff that we talked about this week, I need to put in practice myself. And when my boss is talking, I'm just like, man, come on, stop explaining all that stuff to me. I'm trying to get off this phone and get my work done. Oh, Lord, anyway. So I interrupted him. And then I said, sorry for interrupting you. And then, you know what I did? Because I wasn't sorry. I did that stuff on purpose. I interrupted him on purpose. I knew what I was doing. He was running off at the mouth, and then I'm like, bam, let me get my stuff in. Maybe if I say something, he'll shut up. So I said, you know what? I'm not sorry. That's a bad habit that I have, and I need to work on that. So I'm going to be quiet. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying. That threw him. He was like, okay, thank you, Miss Moore. And he, we don't necessarily call each other by our last names, but I think he thinks he's in the military or something because everybody goes by their last name half the time, and half the time not. Who knows? Sometimes when I'm being a smart aleck, I call him by his last name too. Anyway, the point is though, so I apologize when I don't really mean sorry, right? I'm not patient, Darlene. That's the problem I have. I'm so not patient. Working on it. I'm working on it. Y'all helping me work on it. But we apologize so much about everything that what does sorry mean anyway? Good morning, Catrice. Wear your tardy slip, girl. Everybody tell Catrice she needs her tardy slip front and center when she comes late. Y'all know that. Dang it, folks. You need to, before y'all say good morning, y'all need to be like, here's my tardy slip. Anyway. Apologizing when you don't mean it. You know how we said we need to, yesterday we were talking about the power of no. Words mean something. Words have power. Apologizing when you don't mean it. Apologizing for every little bitty thing. Sorry, can you pass me that bread? Sorry, can you call me tomorrow? Sorry, I didn't mean to do this. Sorry, can I get this from you? Sorry, Kai, do you have time to have this conversation? Sorry, I need to ask you a question. What the hell are you sorry about all the damn time? Why you walk through life being sorry about everything? Why you gotta take your own strength and power away by apologizing? Why? Quit apologizing, Suli. Quit apologizing. Why we walk around in this world, first thing we say is sorry for me showing up. Sorry for being me. Sorry I have something to say. Sorry I have my own opinion. Sorry I have my own feelings. Sorry I would like some respect. Sorry I want somebody to pay attention to me. Sorry I got something to say. You ain't damn sorry. Stop saying it. And when you say it, because this is going to be the challenge for you now. When you say sorry, and you thinking about Kai going off on you on a Saturday morning, and it's supposed to be a relaxation time, and Bina done had her hot water and lemon, and she's relaxed, and now she coming to the sorry not sorry talk on a Saturday morning, and why you working me up, Kai? Why you working me up? I'm trying to relax on Saturday. Jesus Christ, Kai, what's wrong with you? Well, I'm telling you, the next time you say sorry, I want you to think about it. Are you really sorry? Did you really do something that you don't mean to do, or that hurt someone in some particular way that you really, really have remorse for? Okay, are you really remorseful in this moment, or is that just like an excuse me? Excuse me. How about instead of saying sorry, say excuse me? That's kind of like I'm trying to interrupt you, and I want to do it politely. So excuse me. How about we change sorry to excuse me? And we reserve sorry for when we really need to apologize to somebody. Because I don't want to hear you always talking about sorry. Because now sorry means nothing. Sorry is like yes. Sorry is like tea. Sorry is like good morning. You can't show up to tea time every day late and then talking about sorry I'm late. Your ass ain't sorry. You come late every day. Come on, man. You know I'm messing with you. I don't care if you late, just be here with your tardy slip. The point is you can't keep apologizing. Sorry for interrupting, Kai. You interrupt me every time I open my mouth. How you sorry? Sorry for dropping your plate. You threw it on the floor. You did not drop it. You threw it on the floor. So why are you apologizing? Sorry for hurting your feelings. No, child. You sat there. You thought about what you wanted to say. You waited for me to come home from work. You waited for me to come and sit down on that couch. And then you said what you've been working up the nerve to say all day long. You ain't sorry. Stop apologizing. How about you say, I know this hurt your feelings, but that's how I feel. That's the truth, right? Good morning, cousin. Everybody say hi to my cousin. Good morning. It does have me hyped. It does have me hyped. One, because I apologize too much. I do it. I do it. I don't apologize as much as everybody else around here, but trust me, I still do it too much. I got to clarify that because my mama be like, she ain't ever sorry. She don't ever say sorry to me. She don't ever say no to me. She don't ever say sorry to me. You ain't special, mama. You ain't special. You get treated just like everybody else. The point is, what are we teaching? What are we teaching? How are we teaching people to receive us? How are we teaching people to be received? Steve says, excuse me for laughing at my neighbor I saw fall down their steps and dropped out. No way, it was funny. I would say, excuse me. I wouldn't say sorry. You ain't sorry, because if they did it again, you're going to laugh again. Now, did you go out there and make sure they didn't need any help getting everything up? Did you laugh in their face? Because that's just rude. Now you could say, excuse me for being rude. Excuse me for being inconsiderate. Excuse me for lacking empathy. But you ain't sorry. You're not sorry at all. You saw your neighbor drop all their groceries again, you're going to laugh again. So that's not sorry. Sorry should be reserved for something that you've done mistakenly without understanding. This is my personal opinion. I'm not Dr. Phil. I'm not sorry. I appreciate your understanding for my later ride. Okay, thank you. But that's still not a tardy slip. You need to be like tardy slip in quotes. I'm messing with you, Catrice. You know I love you. The thing is, you need to reserve sorry for those times that you really are sorry, so that the power of sorry remains with sorry. You understand what I'm saying? So that people really feel your remorse. If you apologize for everything, then when you apologize for a big thing, it means nothing. It means nothing. It's like, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I got allergy stuff going on. I'm always going to be wiping my face. Deal with it, man. I'm human. You know, when my son, my oldest, was the man, when he was in school, he was getting in trouble for everything. Everything. And they would send him in school detention and whatever. He wasn't doing stuff. He was being black in America. That's what he was being. But anyway, that's another story. But he was getting in trouble for everything. And I finally, they sent home a note one day that said he will have in-school detention on this next day or whatever. And I wrote across that note, big as day, he will not serve detention for this small infraction. And if you have such a huge, I think it was suspension, maybe it was suspension. If there's such a huge punishment for such a minor infraction, then what happens when there's a major infraction? That's how I see sorry. If you constantly walking around saying sorry, but every little bitty tiny thing that you really shouldn't be sorry about, what you gonna do when you really are sorry? Then what do? How do you make that sorry different from the other sorry that's just more like, excuse me, good morning, hey, how are you? Sorry. Like, how do you make how do you distinguish between the times that you really should be apologetic, that you should really feel bad for what you're doing? Well, how can you use thank you in place of the sorry? I'm gonna need you to give me a sentence like that, because I would like to understand that, because that could, if I need to understand that so I can maybe put that into practice. But the other thing that we do when somebody is giving us these automatic sorries, it's just like when we talked and we said, yeah, that's what I'm going to, Mom. Are you really ever sorry? I think you are. I think people are really sorry at times. Are you asking me? We being personal here? Wait. We being personal or we being general? I'm going to take it as general, because you ain't going to be putting my business out in the streets. I'm sorry sometimes. But I think that when remember how we talked earlier about when someone says, how are you? And they don't really mean it. They don't care how you're doing. That's just how they're walking past. Like, that's more like saying good morning, right? So sometimes I stop them. Well, do you really want to know? You really want to know how I'm doing? Because I could tell you, I would appreciate sharing this opportunity to share with you how I'm doing, right? Same thing. Well, are you really sorry? I mean, is this something you're really sorry about? Did you really mean to do this, or did you not mean to do this? So especially, maybe you don't want to do that with just a random person that's saying, sorry, can you hand me those napkins from the top shelf? Like, no, I don't work here. But be polite, hand them the napkins, or be kind, hand them the napkins. But with the kids and with the people that whose minds we're shaping and whose lives we're helping to develop, right? We have to help them understand how to use their words the right way and to really be reflective, self-reflective, and think about what they're doing and how they're doing it, how they're moving through this world, right? Because we want to raise folks to know how to move through this world. And when I say raise, maybe it's not your biological child. Maybe it's not a child that's living in your household. Maybe it's a niece, a nephew, a cousin, a best friend's child. Anybody who you come into contact with, it takes a village to raise the child, right? We need to get back to that. So could you, instead of I'm sorry, I'm always late, thank you for waiting for me. Right. Instead of I'm sorry for being so sensitive. Yeah, that makes sense, Catrice. Thank you. I needed that. Thank you for being accepting of me. Instead of I'm sorry, you have to help me. Thank you for doing me a favor. Yes, absolutely. I like that you gave me those examples, Catrice, because from your first statement I didn't see that. But yes, absolutely. Instead of apologizing for asking for the help, thank them for the help that they're offering you. You can say, excuse me, because that's polite. If I'm in the middle of doing something, you can say, excuse me, do you have an opportunity to help me with this? I have a few questions. Excuse me, can I have a few minutes of your time? If not now, maybe let me know when you're available for me. When you're walking past somebody and you bump into them, that's what that word is for. Excuse me. Okay, excuse me. Excuse me. So you don't have to use sorry. Save sorry. Save sorry for when you really are sorry. So when you really did something wrong and it really hurt somebody and you really did not mean for that to be the case. You really did not mean to hurt that person. Okay, we're not going to just take our own strength away, apologize for existing. We're not apologizing for existing. We are excusing ourselves when we move past people. We are excusing people. May I have a bit of your attention? We are shutting our damn mouths and being patient and letting our boss talk. So I will not have to apologize. I will just have to sit there and listen. Because my grandmama said, just listen, just listen. It's hard for me sometimes. I ain't got all the time in the world. You taking up all this time on my phone. Get off my phone, man. Trying to get back to my NCIS. I'm playing. I'm working. But the thing is, so we have to stop the people in our lives and say, okay, do you really mean sorry right now? And I've even gone as far with especially my littles, who aren't so little, right? But I've said, so do you really mean sorry right now? Did you mean to do this? Are you sorry you got caught? Are you sorry that it hurt mommy's feelings? Or are you sorry for the consequences? Are you sorry for disappointing me? Are you sorry for disappointing yourself? What is it that you're sorry about? Every time they tell me sorry, well, what are you sorry about? You know, my mom used to do that to me when I was a kid. I said sorry, dang. Can I go back outside to play? My friend's waiting for me with the jump rope, man. Can I go back outside? Well, I'm sorry because I didn't mean to hit that person. Well, did you not mean to hit the person? Or are you sorry because the person got hurt when you hit them when you meant to hit them? Like, be very clear. Unless you are like my grandmother who would say, excuse you, if someone would bump into her. Yeah, sometimes we do need to say, excuse you. You need to say, excuse you. Angela, you're saying, do you think what? Do I think what? I gotta, we gotta clarify what you mean by that because I want to know what you're saying there. But I think that it's very important for us to not apologize so much. And maybe this is something that you already know. I'm okay with that. But I'm sure it's something you still do. Whether you know or not, you're still doing it. You're still apologizing. Sorry. You ain't sorry. Yeah, I know you sorry. Sorry ass person. That's what you are. That's all I'm saying. You ain't sorry for what you did to me. You just a sorry person. Y'all notice that I cleaned up my eyebrows some too. This is self-care. Sorry is about self-care, right? Because you have to always stay true to yourself. You have to always honor who you are, how you are, right? How you move through this world, what's going on in your mind, what your true feelings are. You have to check how you show up. You can't show up sorry. Stop showing up sorry, okay? And teach your kids not to show up sorry. Teach your kids to know when to say sorry, how to say sorry, and to mean sorry. Good morning, Chef Mimi. If y'all don't know Chef Mimi, y'all need to know Chef Mimi. That's all I'm saying. She can cook. That's her stuff. And I'm not going to downplay the fact that she could just cook. No, she could do a lot of other things too. She the business, okay? And when she has another black food fair. Anyway, first time in Oakland. Chef Mimi, if you are paying attention, please post what it is that you have because I don't want to mess up the name of it, but I wish I was there in California so I could have shown up and showed out. Anyway, Angela, I apologize. Versus I'm sorry holds a different effect when acknowledging one's actions. Yeah. Chef Mimi, tell us what you did. Tell us, put it there, please put it there. She held a black food expo. I want to say expo, Black Food Expo in California, Oakland, California, the first one of its kind. It was phenomenal, and that child can cook. Food is delicious. You know, it's funny. I was about to apologize, but I ain't sorry. I was surely about to say I'm sorry, but I gotta digress. I ain't sorry. Black Food and Wine Experience Festival. Thank you. So everybody, go to Chef Mimi's page. Follow her page and look out for everything she does. Chef Mimi is in California. A lot of the people on my feed are in California. You probably already know her. And if you don't know her, you need to know her. So go to her page and figure out what she's doing and do it with her. That's my advice to you. If you don't know, now you know. Don't sleep on that. But the funny thing is, when I first met Chef Mimi, you know, I was feeling myself. I was like, I got food restrictions. She was having an event. I think I want to say it was like 2 years ago. Might have been a year ago, 2 years ago. I don't remember. Probably 2 years ago. And she was having this event. And I was like, another friend of mine whose name is Kai invited me to Chef Mimi's event. And I was like, no, I don't know if I can go because I have food restrictions. I am very particular about how I eat because I have to honor my body. And I just can't eat everybody's food. And Chef Mimi, she was nice. She was like, well, what are your food restrictions? She was like, look, Heifer, I can cook. That's not what she said to me. She was very professional, very polite. But she said, we will have food that you can eat. And I was like, well, I'm not. She said, I think she asked me if I was vegan or something. And I said, I'm not vegan. I just can have no soy and no dairy, limited fats. You know, I had the whole list, right? She's like, I'm sure I'll have something you can eat. And you know, in my mind, I was like, yeah, that's some bullshit. I don't know nobody to have something I can eat. That's some bullshit. And if she do have something I can eat, it probably ain't gonna be any good. I didn't know her. Don't blame me. I didn't know. Well, I got an education that time. I got an education. She slayed. It was delicious. I could eat it. And I didn't get sick. Now, you know it's easy for me to get sick. Y'all don't know that about me. And some of you do. And, you know, we'll talk about it another time, right? Like everything. We'll talk about it another time. But her food was delicious. And she supports the community. And she supports other budding chefs. So find out who she is. Figure out who she is. Figure out what her events are. Where her events are and support her. It's all about community. Self-care. Back to self-care. Sorry, I did that. I'm not sorry. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not sorry. I will digress when I want to digress. If you don't want to digress with me, check your ass off my page. You know I want you here, right? Lord have mercy. Help that child. Help that child. Y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me. Sunday's coming up. It's tomorrow. Y'all pray for me. Say a special prayer. Anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about. Self-care is not always going to the gym, making sure you eat the right foods. It's not always resting on the couch watching NCIS. I know I'm embracing the squirrel. There's a lot of squirrels, Catrice. There's a lot of squirrels. Self-care is not always about the external thing that we do for ourselves. And it's not always about even this internal thought process of how do I take care of myself with myself. Sometimes taking care of myself is making sure I show up to you the right way. That's loving myself. That's respecting who I am. That's respecting who you are. When you show up as you, right? When you don't dumb yourself down, when you don't soften yourself, when you don't change your tone, when you don't change and redirect and reshape how you show up because maybe that might be more comfortable for somebody, and I'm just going to apologize to the world because the world needs to feel like I'm sorry in order to feel happy with themselves, in order to be able to accept me. That's not self-care. Self-care is showing up without the apology. Self-care is looking you right in the face and saying, no. I'm not sorry I have to tell you no, because that's what I want to tell you. No. I hit you on purpose. Move out my damn way. I ain't sorry. Move, damn it. I want y'all to know my grandmother did not talk like this at the table. She didn't. So this is the thing I'm going to ask you. It's raining outside and I'm all extra congested because of the damn weather, but I love it out here. Share my video, please. Like my video, please. Throw me some hearts right now. Hi, Justin. Good morning, Justin. Justin, I don't even know if it's morning where you are, but good morning. You didn't show up with your tardy sleep, and I know you don't know me. But I need you to listen to the rest of the feed so that you know when you show up to my feed, you need to bring your tardy slip. I need some hearts and some likes and some shares. That's what I need. Sharing is caring. Thank you. I feel so loved. I feel so loved. And I ain't sorry for asking. Ask and you shall receive. Anyway, so what I want before we leave today, because, I got time. I don't have to rush off to work today. But I'm not going to keep you all day because I haven't eaten. I'm hungry. Them non-social distancing people in my dreams woke me up early and I still didn't get I still didn't get any food yet. I'm waiting for my tea. I got to drink my tea first. So I want you to tell me, is there a space where you find yourself saying sorry too much? Is it at work? Is it with your friends? Do you feel like you're over apologizing on a regular basis? Or do you feel like you don't value sorry anymore? If someone says sorry to you, does it hold the weight that it should hold? Does it repair what it should repair? Because sometimes sorry should do a little bit of repair, right? If someone hurts you and they really are sorry, they really are remorseful, it should repair something. It should give you a good feeling like, okay, they love me, they care for me. They didn't know this was going to be this way for me. They didn't know my response was going to be this way. And why did I respond that way? So I can accept that. I'm not going to hold a grudge against this person. Like, what is it that you find? Do you find it hard? Do you find it hard to not apologize all the time? Do you soften yourself in the world that you move in? Do you do that? Is it just me? Am I asking you too much? Do you not want to participate this morning? Catrice says, I used to, but no more. Thank you. And I say I apologize instead of the overplayed sorry. Yeah. And sometimes, you know what? Sometimes, Catrice, sometimes it is hard being so remember that we're working through all of this, the discomfort of life. Suli says yes, because I'd rather be the one uncomfortable so that the other party feels okay. Always taking on other people's feelings. Suli, that's cultural, honey. I really feel that way. And then sometimes I'm like, yeah, it's cultural. It's cultural. Correct me if I'm wrong, Suli, but I think there's a little bit of culture in there for you, especially if you're from New Zealand. I think there's a little bit of culture there for you. But for me too, and I'm from the United States. I mean, culture doesn't necessarily have to be where you're from, necessarily the country, but it could just be how you were raised, the culture of your family, the culture of your neighborhood, the culture of your environment. So I do think it's I do think there's some culture in there that says that we're supposed to take on the discomfort ourselves and not put that discomfort onto other people. We want everybody around us to be comfortable, right? But that's not taking care of ourselves, because now we're walking around completely uncomfortable and everybody else is comfortable. No, take care of yourself. Put on your own mask so that you can put on the mask so that you can tend to the needs of everybody else. Take care of yourself first. It's not selfish. Take care of yourself first so that you can take care of everybody else. That's going to be a better conversation, a longer conversation. Yeah. That's true. That's true. All right. So this is how I'm going to interpret what you're saying, because I think this is where you're going with that. In cultures where you care about other people's feelings more, to care about other people's comfort more, both parties, both sides are doing that, right? So if both parties are doing that, then everybody's concerns are being addressed, because I'm caring about you and you're caring about me. And therefore, we're not one or the other purposely making the other person uncomfortable. We are careful about how we move through society, right? Because we're concerned with the other people around us. Culturally, that's how it is. But the problem is when you come from a culture like that, where everybody is, this is what I feel the problem is. When you come from a culture like that, where everybody is concerned about the other person, and then you come into a culture like here, where I don't care about you. I'm worried about myself. You're walking around concerned about everybody else, and everybody else is concerned about them. So who's walking around caring about Suli other than nobody? Because Suli is caring about everybody else, and everybody else is caring about everybody else. Where does Suli get the love from? That's the problem. Bina says, working on no longer putting myself last to help others feel good. That's right. We're going to talk about that. Put your own mask on first. Take care of yourself first. Take care of yourself first. Maybe we talk about it right now. Take care of yourself first. You know, when my kids were younger, they used to be laid, dressed, have all the clothes. Yes, Steve Dorsey said, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said your last name. Steve says other cultures have a foundation based on sincerity. Yeah. Yeah. So other cultures care more about the community. We always talk about, oh, it takes a village. It's the community. We ain't taking a village. Where the village at with my son? Where the village at? That's what I want to know. It does take a village, but where is the village? That saying wasn't originated here in the United States. No, take care of your own damn kids. They ain't mine. Crazy. But it does take a village, right? And other cultures have, a lot of other cultures have a collectivist mentality. What's good for the collective group is good for the people, the individuals in the group. Well, here we're individualistic. I don't care what's good for everybody. I care what's good for me. I need my own personal freedoms. My own personal freedoms outweigh the necessity of the community. Why do you think we got all the problems we're having right now with this coronavirus stuff? Stay your ass at home. I don't care that you have the need to be out because you don't want anybody pissing on your personal freedom to do what you want to do. Your personal freedom shouldn't infringe on everybody else's right to be alive, right to be healthy, right? But it does, because we're not used to caring about other people here. We're only used to caring about ourselves. And by we, I don't mean anybody on this feed. We're not used to that. So we're having a hard time now. These other societies where the COVID-19 out of control and the governments get it squashed, right? They're doing that because they're most of those societies where it's under better control than it is here. Unfortunately, we're more powerful, but yet it's under better control there. Yeah, I know there's a lot to unpack there, but part of it is because they care about the community. We don't. Well, I care about myself first, then community. I don't care about what everybody else got as long as I got what I need. I don't care if everybody else got toilet paper. I can wipe my ass. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Now, that's not me. I didn't go hoarding toilet paper, right? I didn't do that. I'm just saying. We ain't talking about us here. We got sense. So if we didn't have sense, we wouldn't be here. Steve says, how can America truly care when its collective history is cooked with hate and deceit? Well, I mean, Steve, that's a whole other conversation, right? That's a whole other conversation. I can't even unpack that right now. Sorry, sir. We ain't getting that heavy. I'm about to have a good day. Because that's capitalism in America. That's right. There was a woman, I don't know if you guys all saw it. You probably did. She bought all the toilet paper. Well, a trunk full of toilet paper. And she was selling toilet paper for $5 a roll. What kind of evil is that? $5 a roll. Come on, man. Come on. Care about the other people around you. But don't care about them so much that you don't care about yourself. That brings us back to this sorry. Don't care about everybody else's comfort so much that you are not comfortable. Elaine says, it's important to remember that caring about the community is caring about yourself because of the success of the community. Some people don't get that, Mom. They don't understand that. Because of the success of the community equals the success of you. And then Angela says, coming from a very large family, we were taught to be thoughtful and aware of others' feelings and mindful of how your words, actions affect someone else. Yeah. I came from a large family too. I know sometimes we're like, yeah, I know that. I know these actions hurt other people, but I don't care. They need to be hurt. No, I'm kidding. Big families, sometimes we fight, right? It's interesting. I took a walk with the boy yesterday, and he was saying, Mom, so the government should tell everybody that it would benefit them to wear masks. And I said, well, what they're saying, son, is that the mask doesn't benefit you. The mask benefits the person, the other person. So if I'm sick and I wear a mask, then I'm protecting you from being sick. And he said, yeah, but that means if everybody wears a mask, then it does protect us. And I said, well, no, it doesn't protect you. It protects the other person. And in his mind, his little 12-year-old mind, and I was pushing it. I was like, I ain't the only one that thinks like this. My children think like this too. We all smart. He's like, right. But if everybody is protected, that protects me. Just like what you're saying, Mom. Yeah, if the mask doesn't necessarily protect a healthy person from getting sick, it protects the sick person from infecting the healthy people. But in that way, the healthy people are protected, right? If we all wear a mask, we're all protecting each other, therefore, thereby protecting ourselves. So a lot of times, the problem that we have with focusing on individual freedoms is that we don't understand how we live in this society and how it is important for us to understand what the good of the society is, because without the society being good, we cannot also be good. I can't be good. I can't be comfortable in my house with all the food that I have if all of my neighbors are hungry. Because what they gonna do? They gonna know, like, she got food, y'all. She got toilet paper. As a matter of fact, I feel less secure with my individual freedom if I'm the only one in the neighborhood with the toilet paper and the food. You best believe I'm sleeping with one eye open. You best believe. That's the point. Like, we have to understand that, right? Oh, y'all got me down on a different road. I ain't on Franklin Street anymore, Steve. I don't even know what street I'm on. I don't know what street I'm on. I started on Franklin Street, and we all off there. I'm in a whole nother state. A whole nother state. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for being here with me this morning. These conversations are so fulfilling for me. It's good for us to have these thought-provoking conversations. Again, we don't come to the tea table to get some answers. We come to the tea table to ask questions. Because when you start asking questions, you start seeking answers. Right? I'm on Lakeshore. Dude, I ain't even in California. I'm off in Antarctica someplace. So you ask, that's how I do. I don't know what you do, but that's how I do. Ask myself a million questions. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing? And I have a friend of mine. I know I said I was getting off, and I am. I have a friend of mine. He will why me to death. I love him. He will why me to death. Like a brother. Get on your damn nerves. Why are you doing that? Well, why is it that? Well, why do you feel that way? Well, because I'm upset. That ain't why. Why? I don't know why, man. I don't know why. Because I said so. That's why. Anyway. But you ask yourself the questions. Ask yourself the questions. Ask yourself the questions. Because as you're asking yourself the questions, that means that you're seeking growth. You're seeking answers. And not, these solid written in stone answers, but you're pushing yourself. You're pushing yourself to grow, to better understand you, to better understand who you are and how you move through this world, right? And that's what we need to do. And if you're not learning, you're dead. If you're not progressing, you're dead. You got to keep moving. Until the day you die, you keep moving and growing and progressing. Maybe not. Yeah, you're still learning. You're learning through death. Or not through death. I didn't mean that. Until death. Anyway. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for showing out. All right, Catrice, class is over. So you ain't leaving early, girl. You came late, but you on time to go. Anyway, I love you guys for showing up. I love you for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for caring. Oh, I'm supposed to, okay. I said that I was going to send that book on the gentle art of Swedish death cleaning, because that's what we talked about. But I didn't get enough shares. I need some more shares and I need some more likes and hearts. So for everybody who liked today and heart today and shared today, plus everybody who liked yesterday and shared yesterday and heart yesterday, you all get an opportunity to have your name put in the little whatever I'm gonna put it in and get your name pulled to receive the book that will help you to put your affairs in order. So this is still following up on yesterday's conversation. It will help you, inspire you in a comical way to put your affairs in order, okay? Make sure you share today, like, love, and see you here tomorrow. Stay home, stay safe, stay home. Oh, I'm going to do the drawing tomorrow. Have a good day, guys. Thank you for being here.